Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and welcome to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Today is not Halloween Wednesday, but I do have a craft show this weekend, and I will be gone all day tomorrow, so I won't be able to do a video tomorrow, but I'll try and make up for it next week. In fact, I have craft shows both weekends, this weekend and next. I needed to make another Halloween card. I didn't have a whole lot in my selection for the customers. So I am making a Halloween card, and I'm going to do some ink blending. I'm going to use the saying, here's to a beautiful Halloween. This is from Northwoods, number 360, number 060, Cat on Jacks and Squirrels on Jacks. I'm just using the sentiment from that set. And I have this tree die that I have already cut out, and I have no idea. I've had this die for several years, and I did not record where I got it from, but I have already cut it out on black paper. And then my friend Marcia is a big Halloween fanatic, so she has these ghost dies, and I've cut this ghost die out already. In fact, I cut them out 3 times so I can make them thicker. And I don't know where she got that one. I know that the hat and the bat that I'm not using, those are from Doris. But she just gets things from everywhere, so I have no idea. So my card is going to be white. This measures my usual 10 inches by 7 inches. And I'm going to make a vertical card today. Scored it at the 5-inch line, folded it, creased it with my bone folder. And now, time to push up those winter sleeves already. We had frost on the ground this morning. Unbelievable. I've cut these out of GinaK's Master Layouts 8. So the large die is 4.5 by 6.5. And I cut out a little black bat that was also on that set from my friend Marcia. Don't know if I'm going to use the bat or not, but I cut it out of the black. And then I have the white stitch die, which is 4.5 or 4 3/8 by 6 3/8. It's actually almost 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. You could easily use the 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 to go with that if you don't have this die set. And then I also want to stamp and cut out. This is also from the Master Layouts 8, this little flag. But I want to stamp my sentiment on here before I cut it out. But I need to start with some ink blending. So I have my waffle flower. Wow. Sorry for the noise. And let's see, get my tidy towel here. I store it in a plastic bag. Now, if I'm not going to be using it for a few days, I'll take it out of the bag to let it dry out because I don't want it to get moldy or anything like that from being wet. Now, I'm going to ink my white panel. But a couple days ago, I made this circular stencil. I'm only going to use it for the moon. I want a yellow moon up in this corner. So I'm just going to take a sticky note and cover up this moon. Any size circle you have that would work would be great. It doesn't have to be any size. I just had this ready to go, and I thought I would use it. And I'm starting with a really bright yellow. This is GinaK's Wild Dandelion, because I want that moon to just glow. You don't even have to use a circle die if you don't want to. If you can just make a nice round moon, that will work perfectly. Now I'm just going to lift this off, and I'll just clean it with my tidy towel while I have it out. Okay, and set that aside. And I'm just going to go with what Wild Dandelion I have left on here. And I'm just going to come out a little bit and just lightly, very, very lightly extend the yellow out. Now I'm going to use Peach Bellini. I'm trying to make a Halloween sky. All right, so now I'm just going to come with my Peach Bellini and go over the yellow, and I'm even going to go into the moon a little bit. just gives a very light perspective. And then I'm stepping up the colors to Sweet Mango. And this is a more brighter orange. And I'm going over what I have already done and into the moon a little bit. And I'm pressing a little harder on here. And I'm not doing a solid color. I am leaving some lighter areas like I usually do. Now I'm going up another to Tangerine twist. And this will be the really bright orange. And I'm going to take a little bit of that up and over the moon. All right. Now I'm going to tone down the bottom. We're going into purple. I'm going to move these brushes aside. And I'm going to start with medium lilac. Which one is lighter? Let's see if the wild wisteria is a light color. That's that. And this is the medium lilac. Okay, the wisteria, I'm going to start with that first. And I'm just going to go into the orange. Which will give you a slight gray-brown. And that's what I'm looking for. And then I'm going to come down and go into the medium lilac. And I'm going to go with a heavier hand down here. And I'm going to try and go more solid down here. I don't want to leave white spaces at the base because this is the ground and this is what would be in the shadow the most, at least behind the tree. All right, not done coloring yet. Now I'm going to get my soft stone and I need my gray brush. Oh, there we go. Just coming back up here to the moon and adding in a little bit of gray. You can barely see it. I'm just adding a very, very fine hint of gray just to make it more of a night sky. I'm just going to put my trees on here just to see how this is going to look. Oh, that's looking good. Okay. I want to add some, I want to go a little bit darker on the purple. So I'm going to use Slate. Add some kind of a dark gray in with the purple. Just at the base. And that will help tie in the trees. But now I'm going to take my yellow brush again and just go over the moon some more. And re-ink it a little bit. I want to extend that bright yellow down so it's like that moon is really shining. Other than the ink blending, this shouldn't be a real difficult card to put together. Let's see if I need some more slate in there. No, I think that looks pretty good. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay. Now, I'm going to lift this off and look at how you can see the moon. You can see some clouds and then the shadows. That's my idea. And I'm done with my grip mat. So I'm just going to put the covers back on. However, I want to take my trees and I'm going to sparkle them up. So I have my black Wink of Stella and I'm just going to color this black. Now, if I would have had black glitter paper, that would have been perfect, but I don't have any of that. I mean, I have a very it's black, but it looks more gray. And I wanted these to be black. So I just used plain black and I'm glittering it up. You could use the clear Wink of Stella, but this black Wink of Stella has a little bit of a gold sparkle to it. You don't have to be precise. I just want the hint of like the moon shining and giving a little bit of iridescence. Okay. And that will go right on here. Do I want to center it? I'm thinking right there will be good. So I can cover up my black Wink of Stella. I am going to take my brushes and put them away before I ink up things I don't want to ink up. Okay. Save that paper. Now, I will take my clear Wink of Stella and I'm just going to give a hint to the moon. Just a hint. Just hit or miss. Not coloring the whole thing in. Now I'm going to take my ghosts that I have cut out. I've cut out 3 layers and I'm going to glue it together. I did save 2 sets of the eyeballs and the mouth because I thought it would look kind of weird having a tree branch behind the ghost, so that once I get the ghost where I want it, then I can glue in some eyes after I color them a little bit, I think, with some gray. All right. So I want him kind of coming out from the trees like that. Yeah. But I don't know where I want my stamped sentiment to be yet. Do I want to put it in this corner? If I put it on this corner, then it will cover up the moon. So maybe if I move those over this way and have my sentiment up here, I think that will look good. So I'm going to get out my stamp pad. This is the original size or regular size Misty, and I have a waffle flower grip mat in here. Just have a scrap piece of white and set the sentiments aside while I was there. They are right up here. All right. And I think I want Here's to a Beautiful Halloween. And there it is. And I'm just going to stamp that in the middle. And this has already been conditioned. I don't need to do anything with that. And I'm going to use the VersaFine Clair Nocturne. And you can use red rubber stamps in your Misty. You just want to avoid too much pressure on here that would cause strain on your hinge. And my Misty is so old that I'm not worried about a warranty or anything like that. Okay. Clean that off. I'm done stamping. So I'll put that back in its folder. Now, I need to die cut this. Just like that. That came out nice. Just set this aside. Whoops. All right. Now, make sure I don't have any ink on my fingers. Oh, that's my Christmas card from yesterday. Still have to put it in an envelope. All right, these two, I can glue these two pieces together, and I'll use my larger glue for that. Okay, let's see if when I put the tree on, I could even take my sentiment and put it outside. Oh, what if I slid that down on the card instead of having that centered? And then put my sentiment up here. I think above it. Okay. So I'm going to start gluing this down. If you had a double-sided adhesive, you could have put this on the back of your black paper and cut it out with the adhesive already on it. I don't happen to have any of that at the moment. That is on the wish list for later. Definitely always feel free to fast forward if I'm in a part that takes a long time. I do it without editing because I want you to see what it really takes to do something like this. Now I'm going to put the glue on my ghost just because I'm going to hide him behind one of the branches of the tree. So if I put this right here and then get my ghost kind of in there with the tree branch going over top of them. And I'll need to add a little bit more glue down here at the base. And I'm going to hold it for just a minute since I'm going over top of more of a three-dimensional object. I need to hold it for a little bit to give it a good adherence. Now you see why I don't know if you can see. This is why I made the eyes and saved them from the cutout so that I could put an eye back in. So I think, let me see. I'm going to try a gray here. No, that's more of a brown. I think this might work. I've got 4 eyes here, so I can color one, and if I don't like it, then I can just put them on white. I'm just going to set one in here now to see if I like it. Oh, yes. Okay, I do. So I'll do another one. Make sure I have the right side up. Hard to tell on these, but there is a little bit of a beveled edge. Okay, now I'll just stick some glue down in the openings for the eyes. And I have to do a mouth also, but I want to put the eyes in. And I'll do the mouth now. Oh, isn't he cute? Okay, now I do want to, I think I want to add a little bit of yellow to the edge of this. So I'm going to see if I have any left on my brush, and I do. I wonder if I did. I've already got it where I don't want it. So I'm going to stamp this again. I've got a spot over here. Just going to stamp it again. I went too far. Such is my lot. Just stamping it again. And that one wasn't very clear. So let's do it this way. And, and I didn't save enough room to die cut. All right, let's move you up there. Well, lesson learned, huh? That's why I don't edit. Because if you're new to this craft, we're not all perfect. We make mistakes, and that's how you learn. You do it and then go, oh, okay. But then like 3 weeks later, you'll do it again. And then go, oh, yeah, I remembered. I shouldn't have done it. Okay, so now I will die cut it. I actually had 2 pieces of paper together. And I will just get an alcohol ink pen to do the edge. But I won't throw this away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it behind, and that'll raise it up even more. Okay. Let's just move all of that aside. And let's see how this yellow is. That's a nice yellow. Okay. So what I am doing, and what I wanted to do previously, was just color the stitched edge of this particular die. And I did not want to go above the stitching. This kind of makes it look like you've got 2 layers together when you only have 1. Now I have, before, when I wanted a second layer, I used another piece of paper and then just cut out my own layer, my own shadow layer. But I just think that the yellow will add a little bit of color to this. And I see some of these leaves up here need a little bit more glue on them. All right. I'm going to glue this down so that I can figure out. I'm pretty sure I want to come down with this and not have it centered, and have that sticking off the edge, and then put some sequin embellishments over there. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll decide if I'm going to add the bat or not. So I want this down. I'm going to try to leave the same amount of white space on the bottom and the side. This I want to pop up, and I'm just going to use my 1/8 of an inch foam strips. And get my pair of scissors here. I'll just put several pieces on here. Because I had been thinking of putting it centered on the card, but then I thought, I wonder how that would look. And I think it will look just fine. So here's to a beautiful Halloween. And I'm going to put this above and to the left. Now, where did that bat go? Do I want to add the bat? Perhaps not. But let me get my embellishments. I thought for this card, I have these Aurora Borealis rhinestones. And I thought I could put some on here. I put some down here. Let's try. I don't think I want the big one. I want medium-sized ones, I think. Start here. Try and get them lined up. I think 3 there. And then a couple over here. And I think it needs more. It needs some gold splatter. But I don't want to splatter, because I get that everywhere. I'm going to put you on pause while I just think what I'm going to do. I won't do anything off camera, I promise. Okay, I thought, and I'm not going to go with splatter. I think I am done. It doesn't need anything else. I don't know if you can see that sun or the moon really glows. But that's it. That's my card for today. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, there won't be a video tomorrow because I won't be home all day. But I will be back Monday. And look forward to seeing you then. Have a great rest of your day and a wonderful weekend. Thanks for watching.